Hello friends, today I would like to invite you to a rather lengthy theoretical discussion about the channel relationships that I often speak in my lectures. And this relationship is the extraordinary relationship, or it is also called in literature the open, closed, and pivot. And this relationship comes from the Ba Gua theory. So Ba Gua is exactly 8 guas, and gua is comprised of gua is the name for the trigram. And trigram is the combination of the 3 yin-yang symbols. We have a possibility of yang and a yin symbol. So yang is represented by a solid line and yin is represented by a broken line. And there are 8 possible combinations of yin-yang symbols to form 8 trigrams, 8 gua, Ba Gua. And these guas, there are different formations of Ba Gua. And one of the most fundamental ones is called Xian Tian Ba Gua. So Xian stands for primordial, ancestral. We can also use the word extraordinary, but you will see why I use this word in this relationship. So we have the primordial relationship of those trigrams. Let me write it out for you. It is constructed in a very specific manner. We're going to take the fundamental, we're going to divide our trigrams in 2 groups. There will be 4 trigrams that belong to the yang group. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 trigrams which have foundational line as yang, and then we are going to have 4 trigrams that have foundational yin trigrams. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And out of these, we are going to have 2 Tai Yang trigrams, symbols, and this is called Shao Yin. When we have when we have foundational yang, and then on top of it is yin, and this is going to be called Shao Yang, and then Tai Yin, Great Yin, and then we're just going to add the variety by adding yang, yin, yang, yin, yang, yin, yang, yin. And this exhausts all the possibilities of 3 yin-yang combinations. So you see these trigrams, they form perfect balance. Each trigram on the left is balanced by the trigram on the right. You see how yin complements yang on each line. Yang, yin, yang, yin, yang, yin. And second pair of trigrams, yang, yin, yang, yin, yin, yang. The third pair, yang, yin, yin, yang, yang, yin, and so forth. And so you can say that these trigrams represent pairs. And in particular, the first trigram is called Qian. It represents heaven. Is balanced by the trigrams called Kun, that represents earth. The second trigram is called Dui. that represents lake is going to be balanced by the trigram that is called Gen, mountain. The third pair is going to be Li, fire, balanced by the trigram Kan, water. And then finally we're going to have Jen, thunder, balanced by the trigram that is called Shun, wind. Perfect balance. And many of you know about this formation in dynamic formation. So you can say that we have Qian on top, the heaven is on top, and then of course we have earth on the bottom. On the eastern horizon we're going to have Li, the fire, balanced by Kan, water, on the western horizon. And then we're going to have Dui, Yan, Yang, Yin, balanced by Gun, Yin, Yin, Yang. And then we're going to have trigram, we're going to have Yin, Yang, Yang. That would be Shun, balanced by Yang, Yin, Yin, Gen on the bottom, right? And this is trigram 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the division line between the groups. And here is going to be in the reversed order because here progression happens from right to left. So we're going to have 8, 7, 6, 5. And as you can see, each one of these pairs adds up to 9, the magic number. And so this map represents the primordial balance. This is something that is given to us even before we are born. These are the fundamental principles of relationship of yin and yang in the universe. And of course we can apply this to the human destiny because humans are the microcosm, so they're going to have this relationship imprinted into our genetic code. That's why we're talking about the ancestral qi, ancestral tian. And therefore we are going to introduce the extraordinary meridians into this map, as well as the 12 primary meridians. We are going to use, for the most yang, 3 yang lines, we're going to use the Du meridian, which is of course the sea of yang. And for the Kun, we're going to use Zhen meridian, the sea of yin, the absolute yin. Okay? And then, as you know, because we have balance between the left and the right trigrams on each side, we're going to use meridians that belong to the yang group. We're going to use meridians that are located on the arm, and for the right side we're going to use meridians, we're going to assign the trigrams that are located on the left. And here we go. The way is going to correspond with the lung and large intestine. And on the left side, it's going to be balanced by stomach and spleen. Li, fire, heart, and small intestine. Kan is going to be represented by bladder and kidney. And then Zhen, pericardium, and Sanjiao, and Shun, gallbladder, and liver. These are relationships that we are familiar with. Lung, large intestine, stomach, spleen, heart, small intestine, bladder, kidney, pericardium, Sanjiao, gallbladder, liver. That creates the whole sequence of the meridians. But for this particular classification, we can go further and say that Sanjiao and gallbladder create the Shao Yang pair. Pericardium and liver create Jue Yin. Small intestine and bladder create Tai Yang. Kidney and heart create Shao Yin. Heart, okay, this is Shao Yin. And of course, large intestine and stomach create Yang Ming. And lung and spleen create Tai Yin. And so we have Tai Yin, Yang Ming, Shao Yin, Tai Yang, Jue Yin, Shao Yang. And as you know, trigrams, 2 trigrams form 1 hexagram. We're going to have 1 trigram stuck on top of the other on top. So this is going to be our base, first trigram, and this is going to be our second trigram. And because each hexagram is comprised of 2 trigrams, we are going to have a very special relationship between the first line, it's called initial line, and the fourth line. They're going to form a relationship. The second line is going to have a special relationship with the fifth line. And the third line is going to have a very special relationship with the top line. It's called Shang line. So initial, second, third, fourth, fifth, and top lines. And so these relationships are called the first and the relationship between the first and the fourth is called open, Kai. Kai. Relationship between the second and fifth is called pivot because it's in the middle, right? Shu. It's the same character as in Lin Shu, the spiritual pivot. And relationship between the third and the top line is going to be called closed. B. B. And this is Shu. Okay? And we can apply this principle to our relationship of the meridians here. You can see this Tai Yin is going to be Tai Yin is going to have a special ship, the so-called open relationship with Tai Yang. Yang Ming is going to have a special relationship with Jue Yin. And Shao Yin is going to have a special relationship with Shao Yang. Open, closed, and pivot. This is going to be pivot, right? But as you can see, in our diagram, we specifically have hand meridians on the left and the foot meridians on the right. And therefore, when we speak about Tai Yin, the spleen and the lung meridians, they are going to be relatable to the, if we are dealing with the foot meridian, there is going to be relatable to the arm meridian. So spleen Tai Yin is going to be related to small intestine, arm Tai Yang. Arm Tai Yin is going to relate to foot Tai Yin, Tai Yang, bladder channel. Tai Yin to Tai Yang. When it comes to Shao Yang, when it comes to Yang Ming, large intestine and stomach. Arm Yang Min is related to foot Jiu Yin, liver, and foot Yang Min relates to the arm Jiu Yin, pericardium. And then, of course, the closed relationship Shao Yin, the heart and the kidney. We're going to have arm Shao Yin relate to foot Shao Yang, gallbladder, and foot Shao Yin is going to be related to the arm Shao Yang, Sun Jiao meridian. And so we have this special relationship formed between the heart and gallbladder, kidney and San Jiao, large intestine, liver, stomach, pericardium, spleen, small intestine, and lung and bladder channel. And that's why I call this relationship extraordinary, because it comes from the formation that involves extraordinary meridians. By the way, this formation also can represent not just two extraordinary channels and 12 regular meridians, but it's also can represent relationship between the 8 extraordinary meridians, in which case each of the trigram is going to be represented by a specific extraordinary meridian. And so this is an extraordinary meridian relationship, or you can also say that this is the relationship which is called open, closed, and pivot. And of course it has many applications in our clinic. A very simple one of them, I want to give you an illustration, is the treatment based on meridian diagnosis. And so if we deal with simple case of low back pain that travels along the foot Tai Yang bladder channel, person has maybe neck pain at the back of the neck along the Tai Yang meridian, or maybe they have low back pain. We can choose points on the lung meridian to treat that. And of course, for the low back pain, we can use lung 5, treats low back very well, especially in the region of the kidney shoe point, like around the bladder 23 area. That would be the best point to treat it. Or maybe we can use lung 10. This is a monster point to treat low back pain because it's going to treat mid back pain, it can treat low back pain. I use it even to treat neck pain. It all depends on the nuances of how you insert it, because the area of lung 10 represents a microsystem, and this is a separate discussion. Or we can use lung 7 to treat neck pain along the Tai Yang meridian. Another application that I find very useful when it comes to this relationship is in our diagnosis. And we already had a few discussions on yin fire, and just to illustrate it again, I'm a little bit repeating myself, but I think this is worth repeating, is when we have left sun position, and this is sun, left radial pulse, we have Tsan, Guan, and Qi. Our kidney yin is going to be at the deep level of the Qi position on the left hand side. And in case we deal with depletion with yin fire, which indicates depletion of yin qi in the kidney area, we're going to have empty pulse, a very thin, thready pulse on the qi position. But because we deal with yin fire, you will see that this fire has to be channeled somewhere. It's possible that yin fire is going to be brewing at the qi position in a deeper level, especially when heat combines with, let's say, dampness. You're going to have a slippery pulse position on this here. Or another possibility is going to be when the deep pulse is empty, but the yang qi is going to go into the bladder channel, the yin-yang pair of the kidney meridian. Or maybe, just like I said many times, maybe we're going to check out the right hand side. The large intestine position is going to have yang qi build up. Why? Because kidney channel is related to the large intestine channel as a midday pair. And so maybe large intestine meridian is going to build up this excessive yang qi. But yet another possibility, according to this chart, you can see that kidney is paired up with the Sanjiao meridian. And very often you will see in your clinic exuberant pulse in the Sanjiao channel in case of yin fire. And then you know that after you nourish your yin, regulate waterways. And by the way, you can use Sanjiao channel to regulate waterways. And you're going to build up your earth points. And then you're specifically going to address the Sanjiao meridian to maybe regulate qi, maybe anchor yang, or maybe do other therapeutic modalities, because you understand the relationship between the kidney and Sanjiao meridian. And in fact, you can build the whole therapeutic model based on this relationship, which involves, again, even those trigrams. You can create a relationship between the kidney and Sanjiao meridians to balance this energy between those two channels. So this concludes my presentation for today. I hope you found this information useful. Please write to me if you have any questions, and I will see you next time.